it's Jay, and welcome back to my channel. If you couldn't tell by the setup and by the merchandise I tried to make look cute in the background, for today's video we are going to be doing my August bullet journal plan with me, with the theme being Haikyu! Now, if you don't know what Haikyuu is, it is a shonen manga turned anime written by Haruichi Furudate about volleyball. It's one of my favorite shows and mangas of all time, and with the manga ending last week from the time that this video is being filmed, I thought that this was an appropriate time to do a Haikyuu bullet journal theme. This might not be everyone's cup of tea, and I already know that I'm going to be dorking out while doing this, but I hope you stick around and enjoy this theme. Let's get started. As usual, all my spreads have already been sketched out, and like the beginning of my last plan with me, I'm starting off with a title page and my calendar/brain dump. For the title page, of course, I had to try to copy the Haikyuu font to the best of my abilities. I'm using a mini soap pen actually that surprised me with how smooth it wrote and how dark the ink was. And then I'll be filling in the letters with a dark gray mild liner and then a muted orange mild liner, not the pastel-y one. I forget which. I think it came with the vibrant mild liner pack, but the other orange. I'm not the greatest coloring in with a Sharpie, well, my liner, so I apologize. And Haikyuu has a lot of memorable quotes, but I have to go with the most iconic one, which the quote says, because humans don't have wings, we look for ways to fly. And I wrote this in a orange sailor pen and did the fly with my calligraphy pen. To finish off this page, I decided to dig into some of my con merch from last year and used this sticker of the Karasuno team at the bottom. It covered the exclamation point just a smidge, so I threw the box of the explanation over Tonika's head. And this completes this side of the spread. Moving on, we have the spread that I experimented with last month, and this is my calendar in brain dump. And I'm actually recreating the very same spread this month. I found this layout very helpful in July, and I think that it was one of my most flipped to pages. The only thing that I'm switching for this month is the important dates and the brain dump, with the important dates now going directly underneath the monthly calendar. And like last month, I'm just keeping the calendar very simple. I'm just writing the dates and the number. I'm not leaving any space to write the dates there. Lesson learned from my very first bullet journal plan with me. I know that this first spread is very Karasuno heavy in terms of my color palette, but I promise you will see some other colors and other teams in the next few spreads. For my brain dump title, I tried to make it look like a setter dumper dink with the net and the ball and the slight glimpse of the arm in the corner. So it didn't film the first part, but here we have my goals and gratitude spreads. And all my little Haikyuu trinkets keep flying around. If you're wondering where I got any of these from, they are from my convention trips. As I mentioned in some of my previous videos, I do cosplay, and I cosplay Kenma from Haikyuu quite often. I'll pop a quick picture here of me as Kenma, and then we will get back to planning. So my goal spread is supposed to look like people passing volleyballs back and forth, with the title of goals at the bottom in the net and all of my goals in the volleyballs. So for my fitness challenge for July, I did the Chloe Ting 25-day hourglass challenge, with my results video coming soon to this channel. And because of how much I actually liked her workouts, I will be doing her summer shred challenge for my August fitness challenge. Also, can we just take a quick second and look at how cute my Nishinoya gacha is. I want to keep him in the frame. Anyways, if you watched my last Land with Me, you'll know that my purpose for July was to find balance. It kind of worked, but my personality is a give it all or give it nothing type, so you can see my struggle here. My purpose for August was inspired by Haikyu when I was rewatching it for the umpteenth time, and that is to work hard but to also play hard. The characters, well, most of them give their all into the sport, but also have fun, and I'm basically trying to do that for August, to still work hard and put in that same amount of effort I have for work into relaxing and to having fun. My fun goals are still the same. I do want to see more people in real life though. I miss giving hugs. And my book challenge is that I'm challenging myself not to reread any books. I don't know if it's just me, but does anyone else have books that just seem to fit into certain seasons? I have this weird book quirk where every summer I just reread a bunch of light summer romance books like Sarah Dessen or Sabi Nicholas Sparks books. And I want to explore some new books this summer and maybe gain some new favorites. If you have any book suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. And to add some more volleyballs to this page and just to add some color to this design, I decided to try to draw the different balls that they show in Haikyuu, like the Mikasa and the Molten ones, but it kind of worked out. Next, we have my gratitude spread, and this was actually inspired by this keychain phone accessory that I got from Anime North here in Toronto 2 years ago. My plan for this spread, like all my gratitude spreads, is to write my gratitude of the day inside the jerseys, and these are going to be the jerseys of the teams from Haikyuu that I think need some more love and attention. I will admit though, when I first started doing gratitudes at the start of April, basically the first month of quarantine, I wasn't expecting that the gratitude spreads would stick around this long. I just wanted to do it as a monthly challenge, but now it's one of my favorite spreads to do. Anyways, my first jersey is going to be the jersey of Ushiwaka. This is going to be the jersey of Shiratorizawa. I actually really like the Shiratorizawa team, and I relate to Ushijima a lot because I am also left-handed, and growing up playing sports, I played basketball, not volleyball. Being left-handed became one of my surprising strengths. Also, Chendo and Goshiki, those characters must be protected at all costs. Just saying. The next team that I'm going to be using their jersey for my gratitude spread is Fukudoriani. I love the team dynamics and how they work together, and Bokuto and Nakashi are some of my favorite characters. I mean, you can't hate Bokuto. He's great. Like, you want to cheer him on. Please, don't prove me wrong. Anyways, I told you I'd ramble and dork out of it. The second week for my gratitude spread is Fukudoriani. For the third week, I did a team that we only saw once, and this is the first team that has a little giant, and that is Wakanan. I like their playstyle, and whenever I see their jersey, I think of that montage they had that was really sad about all those teams that had to leave the tournament behind and the game behind, and that hurts my soul. Anyways, moving on. The final team, of course, is the Iron Wall of Dateko. Go, let's go, Dateko. Sorry, if you say the name, I have to sing it. Have you ever seen that meme of you can't hear an image and then they'll include that picture of the Dateko cheer squad? If I can find it, I will put it up here. Anyways, enough of me rambling. My next spread is my habit spread. Like the last spread of my goals page, I'm going to be doing a volleyball net, but this is going to go across both pages. And I want to try something different here, so I'm actually going to be using a washi tape as the border of the net, and I actually really like how this turned out. Like my July spread, I am sticking to the table chart for my weekly habits and then a calendar for my daily habits. Lesson learned from last time, I'm not going to use a ink pad, but we're going back to using the calligraphy brush to brush ink onto my calendar stamps because the ink stamps from last time heavily bled through my pages. So yes, lesson learned. To add some Haikyu elements to the spread, I found these pictures of the end credits of season 2 and thought I would add Nekoma, Shiratorizawa, and Fukudoriani running at the end of this page. It didn't film for some reason, but here's my budget spread. Same as every month, pretty basic, and lesson learned from last month is that I didn't use such a dark or bright highlighter color to create the lines, and just stuck to the light gray. The design for the reflections page is all based on the artwork I just showed you that I saw on Pinterest of Tsuki, and it was called The Moment, and it looks like he's reflecting, so I had to add it to my reflections page, of course. And since it's Tsuki, I had to draw the moon. It's a pretty bad drawing, but it's still the moon. Finally, we are on my weekly spreads. So I don't usually decorate prior to the week, but this month, I can't talk, I'm so sorry. I decided that because I have a lot of Haikyuu cutouts and stickers from cons, that it would be nice to show you how a decorated week looks like, but you will see the final decorations in the flip through. My plan is to have 1 week dedicated to a team, and I apologize now if your favorite team isn't included. Week 1 of August, of course, is the stars of the show, the one and only Karasuno team. For week 2, I decided to use one of my personal favorite teams, Aoba Josai. I know not a lot of people love them, but they are precious to me, and Okaiwa is one of my favorite characters. That quote he says of instinct is something you polish, talent is something you make bloom, is actually hanging up on my wall as I'm recording this. The 3rd week of August, I had to dedicate to a team that is close to my heart, and that is Nekoma. I cosplay Kenma, I love cats, and I just love the Nekoma team. Also, some of my favorite cosplay memories are photo shoots with other people dressed from Nekoma, like a Lev character giving me a piggyback, or someone dressed as Kuru pretending to drag me to practice. So yeah, you know the drill. I'm rambling. 3rd week is Nekoma. For the last week, I couldn't decide on a team, and so I decided to dedicate the spread to all of the teams of Haikyuu. You'll see how I do that and how they're all incorporated into this week in the final flip through, which will be happening very soon. And that completes this bullet journal spread. I might be biased, but I think that this is one of the best spreads that I have ever done, and I'm really glad that I did the Haikyu theme. Thank you again for watching this video and basically hearing me and watching me fangirl about fictional characters. Thank you to Haruichi Furudate for creating such a good storyline and such memorable characters, and that concludes this video. Love you to the moon and back. Jay.